Human history is filled with stories of profound transformation. The flagship Michelin Star restaurant at Amsterdam's most exclusive hotel was well known for caviar, truffles, and wagyu beef. Head chef Bas Van Kranen decided things needed to change. He wrote to the Michelin Guide saying they will be shutting down the famous restaurant permanently and replacing it with a brand new concept. The new concept would be called Flore and completely based around conscious fine dining. This is the story of their transformation and the lessons they learned along the way. Let us know in the comments what inspired you about their climate story. My name is Rishad Mehta and this is Climate Story Episode 10, Flore, Amsterdam.
Restaurant Flore is a conscious fine dining concept located in the city center of Amsterdam. We opened Flore 8 months ago and we opened it after Restaurant Bordeaux. That was the previous restaurant where I was chef already for 5 years. Flore is a synonym for plant kingdom. So everything that we try to do in Flore relies to nature. There is always a main star and that's the product and that's the vegetable or the fish. Everything that we try to do is also in quite a simplicity as nature gives you. Okay, we're situated in a 5-star luxury hotel. We cooked with the biggest sizes of langoustines. We cooked with caviar, with black truffle. That I thought I need to centralize in Amsterdam and in the place where we are. I never thought about the fact that we use so much milk, so much cheese and so much butter in Europe. You need 25 liters of milk for 1 kilo of butter. We used around 2,500 kilos per year. This is a moment that I really felt like I don't want to use milk that is grown on a big scale like that with big companies that only go for money and not for a good life of a cow. So we don't use any dairy in the restaurant, we don't use cheese, we don't use butter, we don't use yogurt. I really thought I'm gonna limit my kitchen with a couple of ingredients to see how we can do it better for the environment. So we're here on Landsik Biologisch. So Landsik is one of our main suppliers for vegetables and fruits. It's a cooperation of an organic farmer that works with a big selection of farmers here in Strijen. We have a couple of acres here on different types of fruit. We're in the middle of the herb garden now, so this is just a small part that is actually there for the bees, because they need the bees for getting fruits on all their fruit trees and all their vegetables. And for us it's just to come here once in a couple of weeks to see what's going on in the season, to understand what the season is in Holland. We've got some onion flowers. So when they are still closed, I would just use them instead of a diced shallot, for example. And then you have all the super small segments that you can just stew very shortly, or you put them on vinegar to add some sharpness to a dish. Now this is wild pea flower, so it's a variety of a pea, and it has super intense flavor of like a broad bean or a pea just in eating the flowers. We have the bunches full with gooseberries now, and nice and ripe red gooseberries. You will find them in a dessert later on tonight. So we have a dessert with fresh cherries, and also from one of the cherry trees here, with red gooseberries, and a kombucha that we made from cherries with rose petals. Yeah, and this is just a small flavor bomb on acidity and fruitiness, and it's super nice also, if you want to taste them.
Wow.
Yeah, it's so nice, and it's
Wow.
almost like a kiwi in
Like
texture. Yeah.
Like
We serve 2 menus, so the signature menu and the botanic menu. My menu is really created on their way of farming, and for me the botanic menu is everything that is grown in Holland. So it's a vegan menu and it's a 15-course menu, totally plant-based, super seasonal. Some of the dishes will change in 2 or 3 weeks. I think in there we have a lot of technique. One of the dishes that is always on the menu is vegetable of the moment. Vegetable of the Moment is a selection that contains around 25 different kinds of vegetables and herbs. Super seasonal, it's changing every week with vegetables that come and that go with the season. And that dish is served with a creamy sauce that we make from a fresh almond milk, seasoned with horseradish to get a little bit of spiciness. Every bite is different in the dish because you really taste 25 different herbs and different vegetables. I think that's an example of a main course where I can really convince people that want to eat meat to eat something that is totally made from plants. I think we have the same thoughts as with our kitchen, that we really try to source wines local as we can, but it's not a lot of vineyards that work organic and local in Holland, but there are a couple of super cool vineyards that do. And next to that, we really go for a mix with organic wines, but also wines from wineries that we know and that we trust that they work on a healthy way. I think we have a couple of goals for Flore in the future. I would really love to see the development of more botanic menus, because it's really getting more and more popular, and we see more guests that really come for that. Cooking more local and cooking more healthy, and I'm super proud on what we achieved now in 8 months. We're running the race, and every day I want to be the number one, and I want to do that together with our team, with everything we do. This is our climate story. Nice. Thanks, good questions.
Thank you.